Yo, what is going on, guys? On today's episode, single, unmarried women are asking, why are men not lining up to marry them? Where did the love go? Where did the good men go? As always, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you subscribe if you are new here, and let's get into it.
Oh, and for all of you who are dying to know, no, I'm not married with kids. I'm super single. And you would know that if you'd seen any of my videos, because I am very, very single.
I don't mean to be rude here, but announcing that she is single is not the reveal that she thinks it is. Anybody who clicked on the video had that pretty much figured out already, I'm sure.
I used to always joke about, like, oh, if I'm not married by 30, then I'm gonna, whatever. And I think it's gonna happen because I'm gonna be 28. Bitch, I got 2 years. It's not gonna happen.
The joke worked fine while 30 was miles away, and it stopped being funny once she actually turns 30. Nothing's really changed here except how close the numbers got.
You ask a man to get your nails and your feet done or to put gas in your car or to get you some lunch. They put it in the same bucket as being used.
Shocking, I know, but it's almost like that's exactly what some women are doing.
Do you really think a woman these days can't get her nails and her feet done or put freaking gas in her car or buy herself a Chick-fil-A #1 meal?
Then why aren't they doing exactly that? What do they even need a man for? Oh, wait, they just kind of admitted that they're using men for what they can get out of them.
Like, and realistically speaking, why would a woman want to date a man that don't have no damn money and can't do nothing for her?
Okay, now hear me out. Maybe some of those women out there are actually just interested in being in a relationship with someone that actually cares about them, and they're not worried about all the stuff that they can potentially get from a man.
And that's the same with men. Why would a man want to date a broke woman that always got her hand out begging?
Do you think they realize what they just said? They actually hit the nail on the head as to why a lot of men are simply just not interested in dating.
Asking a man to cover the nails, the gas, and the lunch, and then getting offended when someone calls it using him is very strange. The woman stitching her asks the only question that counts here: why does a grown woman with her own income need a man to pay for any of it? I thought these women were strong and independent, guys.
What needs to be talked about more is the fact that I thought for sure by 30 I was going to be married with like a few kids. I thought by like at least 3 kids. When I was 25, I was like, oh, by 30, I'm going to be married. I'm going to have kids. Like 30 is so old, like for sure. I'm going to be settled down. Then I turned 30 and I was like, okay, like by 32 for sure. Then at 32, I was like, okay, like by 35, like for real, like 35, I'll be married, I'll have the kids, like, because 35 is like, I'm getting old. That's like a geriatric pregnancy at that point. Like, I've got to have kids by then. I'm 35 now. 35 now. I used to think 30 was old. Then I thought 35 was old. First of all, I feel young as, like, young. I'm halfway to 40. So, like, by 40, right? Like, by 40, I'll be married and have the kids and be living out my dreams that I thought I was going to have at 30. And I feel like this is not talked about enough because I cannot be the only 35-year-old on the internet that is, like, having this realization, like, how did I get here? How did I get here so fast? And note to anyone who's watching this who's in their 20s, 35, 30, it's not old. It's actually beautiful. I love being in my 30s.
She moved the finish line 4 times, and now she's mad the years kept moving with it. Men got told for a decade plus that wanting a family young made them controlling. Well, this is what the advice looks like once it actually plays out.
This is me 30 seconds before breaking things off with my situationship. Hey, this is me 30 seconds after breaking it off with my situationship, who I really liked and treated me super well, but just wasn't ready for a relationship. So yeah, being an adult sucks. Serious conversations suck, but there is no greater love than self-love, and I deserve more.
That guy treated her well and told her straight that he was not ready, and that used to mean something.
Okay, am I the only one who doesn't understand why they're trying to send women to boot camps if they're unmarried? If we're unmarried, it's because men don't know how to be men. Can we start there? You're not about to send any women to go anywhere, because if you want to see a bunch of unhinged bitches who are tired of men's shit, keep fucking with us.
Telling men to shape up while announcing that you're done with men is a very weird pitch here. Tell a guy he's the problem and the solution. Don't be surprised when he just leaves you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what did you say?
How was the lie?
No, what did you say before that?
What?
What did you say before that?
I'm gonna take my walk?
Before that.
You wanna do it?
Right.
What?
What did you expect me to say? I said no, but what did you expect me to say?
I never know. What difference does it make?
Well, it makes a lot of difference.
You're making a video.
Anyway, exciting times over here, just off the live and catching up with emails and TikToks, and anyway, that's what I get. You want to do it? Marriage 101. There you have it.
What a perfect example of what not to do in a marriage. This is a perfect example of a relationship that has no love. There's nothing like publicly shaming your partner, especially for something as outrageous as expressing his genuine desires to you. There are studies coming out estimating that up to 50% of married couples have sex less than once a month. Somewhere around 10 to 20% of them are having sex less than a few times a year. And to be honest, whenever I talk about these things with my wife, we cannot possibly wrap our minds around that. Because I don't know about you guys, but that's not what we signed up for.
The husband asked a completely normal question, and she turned it into content for strangers to pick over. The guy reacting calls it what it is, a marriage with nothing left in the tank. What he wanted wasn't unreasonable, and she filmed him for daring to ask.
I saw a statistic the other day, and it basically said there are more single people now in their 20s to 30s than there have ever been. I can't remember what the exact number was, but it was substantial, and I feel like I have seen that. Everywhere I look, my own friends, people in my life in their 30s or nearing 30 and are still single. Amazing people that absolutely should have no problem finding anybody. So I just wonder why that is. I do think to a degree people are more content waiting to find somebody, but definitely not in all cases. Is it that people finally aren't settling? They're not accepting crappy relationships as a lifelong partner? It does make me sad too, though, how many friends and people I know that are, again, amazing and want to find someone and get married, and they just can't. What is happening? What is there just no good men? Men, you need to step up and be better. What is going on? I mean, I do know that that's true. It does seem like there are less good men. Anyways, yeah. What is happening?
She almost gets to the real problem and then just tells men to be better instead. How classic is this, guys? You know, it's always men who have to be better, apparently.
When I say match his energy, what I mean is get takeout on the way home from work, but accidentally forget to get some for him. Buy a subscription to Playgirl magazine. Make a protein shake, but pour it from like 3 feet above so that the powder goes everywhere, and then just leave it. If you don't snore, start snoring. Start a little laundry and then forget about it so that when he goes to do laundry, he'll have to move yours. When he talks to you, keep scrolling on your phone and don't look up at him. Put your shoes in the middle of the doormat so that when he walks out, he trips on them.
The difference is that men don't do these things in order to bother you, like you're suggesting women do. He's just living his life. So instead of you trying to get your feelings across by being passive aggressive, just tell him what's bothering you. Because guaranteed that man will be way more receptive to that sort of direct conversation versus your passive aggressiveness in games. Because I can guarantee that there are literally 0 men on this earth that enjoy relationship games. If that is too much to ask, then you should probably reconsider being in a relationship with him. By that I mean let him go. Stop torturing him.
Hiding his takeaway, leaving shoes where he will trip, and scrolling while he talks isn't matching energy. It's called being petty and being annoying, and this is why nobody wants to date or marry these women. Go figure, guys.
I lost my job over a TikTok that I posted yesterday. I wanted to make this video for hours, but I'm trying to go about this in the best way physically possible, okay? My account on here is literally my outlet. This is where I talk to you guys, I decompress, I tell you how I'm feeling, like, and that's what you follow me for. So yesterday, I was having a really rough day at work, and I made a video talking about I was having a really stressful day at work. I was telling you guys about an interaction that happened, and someone sent the video to the owner of my restaurant, and he called me horrible names. So I decided to leave. I made the decision for my mental health that it was time to leave the restaurant, because he was probably going to fire me anyway. He didn't though. I quit before he could. But I'm just...
She built her audience off that job and then aired the job out to the same audience. Of course, it got passed up the chain. That is not betrayal. That is what we call fairly damn obvious. Quitting first doesn't change who actually pulled the plug, honestly.
Why did I forget the number one rule? These people at your job is not your friend.
If you haven't already watched that video, go watch it. But my job just fired me because they seen that video. So I want to let y'all know, you know, and I should have sued them when I had the chance. I should have sued that job when I had the chance. And I actually low-key still do have the chance because the EEOC says wait 180 days. But it's like, I don't want to take it there. But it's like, I should have listened to y'all in the car. I should have sued that job when I had the chance. You know, but I mean, my managers, they weren't not being cooperative. My management AAMs, they weren't not being cooperative with my whole Ramadan thing. But, you know, my coworkers are talking about me. My supervisors are talking about me. You know, I left the email, I left a voicemail to HR, and I don't care. I'm gonna get into it because y'all always saying y'all want to wait till y'all get fired from a job to start exposing them. Yeah, because now is really the time for real. They can't retaliate. I left a voicemail to HR saying
A video calling out her own workplace goes up, and guess what? The workplace saw it. Wow, what a surprise. That lawsuit she keeps threatening, she hasn't filed it and probably never will. She did this to herself.
What species are we?
Mainly black guys. Black.
Wait, what?
What was that about?
Well, no, wait, hold on, stop. What do you think I asked?
I have no idea.
I think she knows. I think she was like, name the race of men that you fuck once a week.
No, like,
did you think that he said, what race do you like the most? And you said you like black guys the most.
I thought that actually.
You like black guys the most?
Yeah, I do.
Your whole entire bloodline, your grandparents in Germany, trying to resist communism, trying to resist multiculturalism, and here you are, the great-grandchild.
Okay, what species are we?
What, like, can you explain that a little bit more? Like, what do you mean?
What is the name of the species that we all are? Do you know what a species is?
Yeah, but like, what does it mean, like, exactly? But like, I just don't understand the question.
What species are you?
I'm German. Like, what? Can someone answer that question?
That's your, like, what species are you?
I'm fully German.
Aren't we mammals? I don't know.
Answering in German when someone asks a simple question is not really a win, but these women think it is anyway. I don't know. The table's way more patient with her than she deserves, in my opinion.
And like, it just feels so like out of the blue. Like, I don't know. I just can't believe I just got fired. I got a call and I actually missed it because I was literally at Pilates. And then I came out of Pilates, so I had a missed call. And it was from the like HR department at my work. I cannot disclose the company's name. Okay, I can't. They called me and they were like, you are terminated immediately, and they want me to take down all of my TikToks. So unfortunately, there will not be any more come work a serving shift with me videos. I cannot believe this just happened. I cannot believe it.
What she keeps coming back to is how sudden it felt, never once what she actually filmed. Being ordered to delete everything spells out exactly what the company didn't like. She held on to the content and lost the job that was paying for it. What a smart move.
I'm so genuinely serious when I ask this, and it's probably not the best day for me to ask this due to my current condition, but like, is it me or are men getting uglier? Because I feel like in the 90s, keep in mind I was like under 10, right? You had people like Tom Welling, Tupac, Paul Walker. I'm sure there are more, I'm just drawing a blank, but men used to be like fine as hell, right? And now I look around and you'll see like the most stunning angel, goddess, glowing, fit on 10, hair done, makeup, and then like the creature standing next to her. And for context, I do live in Kentucky.
Ranking an entire gender on looks from the driver's seat is a bold way to open. I hope that this woman is prepared for the criticism coming her way in return. She names 3 famous actors from 30 years back and calls that the standard. Good luck to this woman, guys, honestly.
So, like, pickings are slim either way. But like, I travel a lot, and I will just see the most beautiful woman I've ever seen and like her pet. And like, you'll see a cute guy on the internet every now and then. There's a trend. He has brown, wavy, curly hair, and he has a mustache. But is he hot, or is that just the current trend? Because I feel like if you're truly hot, no matter what the trend, your beauty like transcends that. You should be able to look hot with a buzz cut, long hair, short hair. You know what I mean? So I'm very confused.
It's funny how she captions this video here, "Where have all of the good men gone?" When in reality, I think a lot of the good men watching this video right now are probably asking themselves, where did the sane women go? Because clips like this just off-put men in a very serious way. Not that these women care, but of course it will absolutely affect them.
Oh my god. Literally just got fired because of my TikToks. Guys, sorry, I'm back home now. Oh my god, I'm like literally shaking. I just lost my job that I worked at for 2 years because I didn't know that I wasn't allowed to like record at the restaurant and make TikToks, which sounds dumb. Like, I understand the reason I was let go, but no one like told me that I couldn't do it. Like, no one told me that it wasn't allowed or that I was gonna, like, I didn't even get in trouble for it. I didn't get a write-up for anything. I've never gotten a write-up at that place. Like, I've worked there for over 2 years.
2 years on the job, and it never crossed her mind to ask if filming customers was okay. Sure, nobody spelled it out for her, but really, nobody should have to spell it out for her in the first place. I don't know how these women just manage to go through everyday life, guys, because something tells me that if people weren't telling them how to do everything, they probably wouldn't make it.
So this question's for the guys. I host speed dating events, and I can't get men to sign up. If I do get men to sign up, it's usually the night before, the day of, and then it's just all out of whack because I do it based on ratio. And so the women like to save the date. They like to go get their hair done, their nails done, go tanning, go to the gym, do whatever they got to do for like a first date. And the guys, in my experience so far, sign up the night before or the day of or like right before the event, and it gets my blood like kind of like my heart racing because now I have 15 women at one of my events and I have no men, and like I'm screaming it from the rooftops that like I have 15 women who have signed up who are excited to meet men, and the men just don't the men don't want to sign up. If they do, it is last minute, so I don't even know. But like I have 15 women signed up for my events and no men, and I don't get it. Like I just don't get why men don't want to do these.
15 eager women and 0 men is absolutely hilarious. This is what I've been saying on the channel for quite some time, guys, okay? The men are simply not interested, and honestly, the attractive men have no reason to go to these things in the first place. It will just be filled with desperate women who are going to mistreat you unless you're a Chad regardless.
And something I've not seen anyone else talk about, so I'm going to talk about it right now, is before the age of 40, up until the age of 40, it is easier mentally, emotionally, psychologically for men to be unmarried. But after 40, it's mentally, emotionally, psychologically much easier to be a woman who's unmarried than a man. I'm 42. Okay. I'm only 2 years into my 40s. And already it's like night and day difference being unmarried, when like the difference between me being unmarried at 37 and 42, I feel I'm like a whole different human inside. So I guess I'm just saying this as a word of encouragement to women who find themselves unmarried either by circumstance or by choice. And if you're feeling insecure or you're having questions, especially if you're in that like 35 to 40 area, like it does get better. It does get better.
She's dressing this up as encouragement, but it sounds more like she's trying to convince herself here. Plenty of guys are fine on their own past 40. They just do not film themselves saying so, and that is the difference.
And I think there's a lot of reasons for that I won't totally bore you with, but I think some of those reasons are, number one, you realize you've been living with a type of pressure from society. You didn't even know that you were carrying this mental burden. Also, I think another reason it's more enjoyable for women over 40 to be unmarried than men is that women generally have invested into a lot of relationships over many, many years. In general, women are far closer to even their immediate family, their siblings, their parents, their grandparents, let alone extended family, family friends, things like that. Whereas men are a little bit more, I'd say a lot more kind of lone wolf. They tend to just kind of like check in here and there. And most of their sort of like emotional, I guess, sustenance generally comes from a romantic partnership with a woman. So if they're left without that over 40, things just, I think, are just get difficult for them. So anyways, that's my observation. If you're a woman over 40, please chime in with your opinion.
I don't know what the hell this woman is talking about here. She's kind of insinuating that men need to have bigger social circles and things like this, when in reality, guys, I think men are better off by having the smaller social circles because it proves that they actually want the people that are actually around. Women tend to have very large social circles, but they don't care about each other whatsoever. The opposite tends to be true for men, and honestly, I would prefer it to be that way personally. If you would like to get early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure you check out the members area link below in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen now if you enjoyed. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.